this meeting is just for reviewing and kind of retrospective for last sprint that we have. After interactions and distractions, we'll go to a short demo of what everybody done during this sprint. After that, review our performance. And I'd love to have a short retrospective at the end of this meeting. And yeah, this is my intentions. I pass it to Mitch.
Thanks. My intentions for this call, see other things that you guys have been working on. I heard about this thing called Swagger, and I totally missed what it was about, so I'd love to get some more context on that. Other than that, nothing else. I don't really have much to demo, but I'm happy to see what everyone else has been doing. I'll give it to Mohammed.
Hey guys, my intention is to review last sprint with you and know what change is needed for last works. If there is feedback, we can improve it in the future. And we should show the demo after intention distraction. Yeah, demo, Yamani? Yeah, I'll pass it to Amin.
Yeah, my intention is to see what's happening around in this race, USIO. Honestly, I have not participated much, just could review, and I'm so happy that it goes well, and I'm here to see the outcome. I pass it to Matto.
Hey guys, good morning, good evening. Here to sync up with all of you, see what's up with Trace and IO and demo all the work that was done last week. Happy to see you. I'll pass it to Ashley.
Yeah, good morning. My intentions for the call, just kind of see what's going on, see what you guys worked on this sprint, celebrate our accomplishments, and see where we're at. I don't really have anything to add to the agenda that I know of, but if I can give feedback on anything, I'd be happy to do so. And that's not really distracted, I'm here, so I will pass it to Donna.
Hi guys. My intentions of this call is to be synced and see what's going on. And if I can help in testing anything, I'm eager to do that. And I have no distractions. And I would pass it to Griff.
Yeah, my intentions are very similar to Amin and Ashley's, just to revel in the success and check in on all the magic that you guys are doing. I'm outside of a Starbucks, so my internet's a little dicey, so I'll keep the video off. But yeah. Also, I guess if there was one thing, I just want to see if Mohammed has time at the end of this sprint to start pushing givebacks. That's my main thing. And then I'll pass it to Lauren.
My intentions for the call are just to see the sprint review and take notes about it, and be present, be in the loop. I don't have anything to add. I'll pass it to Rami.
Hi everyone. In this session, I'm going to demo you some new features that we added to the trace. And currently, I don't have any distractions. I will pass it to Mia, I think.
Thank you, Ramin. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just want to sync with everyone. Lauren, it sounds like you taking notes, but let me know if I need to help out with that. And I'm not sure who hasn't gone, so I'll just send it back to Donna. Donna.
Well, I think Mathieu hasn't gone.
Metal.
No, I've got it ready.
Okay, I think everyone
Yeah.
went. Let's start with the demo. I would like to have a short, description about what we are at. I think we are in Trace. We are at sprint 13, and at IO, I think we are in a sprint 6. Am I right, Mato? About the number? I think it's a sprint 6 after during the retreat, we start counting new sprints. And I think this sprint number 6 for IO and 13 for Trace. And let's start. And after everybody demo, I can show you the data and performance. Let's start with I think it's better to start with Mato.
Sure.
Thank you.
Give me a second. Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
I see it.
So it was really basic. From last week, I spent most of my time solving some issues from users that I cannot recall right now, but they were solved. So I cannot demo you those right now. But the main feature that I brought is that I am finally showing the donations and the traces in our design for the traceable projects.
Wow.
So all of these are the real donations. I'm not using the develop Feathers API for these ones because there are not so many projects with real donations. So I'm showing you this one coming from the real Feathers, the production API. So this is cool. The only thing that is missing here is that I cannot show the amount for all of the donated because the request is being paginated, so I cannot make the zoom. I would need something coming direct from the backend that says, okay, this is the total amount that was donated so far to this campaign. That's why I'm not showing the regular summary up in here.
Mm-hmm.
And for the traces, it's the same. I'm showing with the same card design that I'm using for them. I think I want some feedback from Marco, maybe making this until here, using all the space. I don't know. Maybe we can get some better UI opinions coming from him. And when you click this, it goes directly to the trace link. Besides that, there were many issues coming from the impact graph that were bothering the performance on the application. They are working now, and I think this is also the other one. I made this. I think there was an issue coming from Mitch, or I'm not sure who, about how this was causing maybe trouble on the UX. So basically what I decided to do is just, if you have selected at least your name, I won't do it from the beginning because I would spend time logging off and logging in. But you won't see this from the beginning. You will see this completely empty. But by the time that you set a title to the project, you can start seeing all the steps that you will have to complete to create your project, and you can jump to any of them as desired. So yeah, I think that's the work that was done until in this sprint. Besides that, I started to check out the donation for a traceable campaign. Amin passed me all of the documentation that I have to use coming for a library that he has on the DApp to call the contract directly. I will start implementing this in this sprint. Besides that, I want to work also on the listing of the projects, and all of that we are going to talk, I think, after this call. And that's it. I'll pass it back to you, Mo.
Thank you. Very good. I'm so excited to see what's going on. I would like to pass it to Rami. Are you here? Thank you.
Yes. Let me share my screen. Okay. In this sprint, first, I want to talk about the backend that I think we changed the development server for backend. That I don't know the details, and Mohammed, it's better to that Mohammed discuss about it more because I wasn't involved with that. And the most important, I think the most important feature in front end was the verification view that I had presented to you in the previous session, I think. And
sorry, Ramin. Maybe you have shared only your tab.
We can only see Discord. Your Discord.
Discord.
Okay. I know. I will change my tab. I know. And yesterday I started implementing archiving campaigns. And yes, here we have a campaign that it is archived. The archived campaigns cannot accept any delegation or donation, nor its traces. For example, in this campaign, as you see, I'm the campaign owner, and I cannot see the change co-owner or delegate or donate buttons. And this is the notification message that we show the user when the campaign is archived. Sorry, I said I misspelled this. And this is a trace in that campaign. That is the parent campaign is. Let me refresh the page. Its parent campaign is archived, and the trace shouldn't accepting any donations or delegations. And we also showing the user a notification that the parent campaign is archived, and due to that this trace is not accepting any funds, as you see here, and we cannot see any donate or delegate button. And in the campaign, if I click on archive, this is just a database request only. We will not make any transaction to the bridge. This is now unarchived, and I can edit or cancel campaign, donate, delegate, change co-owner, or everything. And in its trace, in one of its traces, if I refresh the page, I should be able to delegate or donate or everything that I have. Yes. This is about the archiving campaigns. And in this sprint, I think one of the most important improvements that we had was removing unused dependencies. We had an epic. We made an epic for that, and in that epic, we analyzed our trace application and our packages, our package.json, our different parts of our code to see which part we can remove or they are duplicate, or we can some components that are duplicate, we can reuse them. We analyzed the package, we analyzed our code, and we extracted some packages that are shown here, that we could delete 1,000 lines of code and some unnecessary packages. For example, remove React Toastify, Sweet Alert, React Modal, Wormzy, and other packages that was unnecessary and making our app heavy. Other issues that we did in this sprint was some little bugs that were fixed. For example, this issue, I think Griff reported that delegated and got a lot of errors, or something went wrong on getting user traces. These are tiny issues that we fixed in this sprint. Thank you. I will pass it.
Sorry, can I ask you please to show or making traceable projects very fast, because I think there are people in this meeting like Danny that didn't see that. Have not.
Yes.
Great work at getting rid of all those dependencies, man. That's huge. It's really nice. That's gonna pay a lot of dividends in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think my internet connection is a little slow here.
Okay, if you can't make it, Mohammed, can you go ahead?
I don't have any project in stage in Giveth. If I think it takes time.
No, just about reviewing and.
My app.
Yeah.
Okay, it's loaded. From
Shall we move to Mohammed, or you can continue?
Yes, I will continue. Sorry.
Okay.
I think my yes. Sometimes we have some my internet connection.
Just a short comment between your demo. Sorry, Ashley. We gonna finish it. That archiving requirement. I think in coming sprints we can finish it. And as we discussed, the archiving is kind of a state for information of all contributors here that apply to a campaign, and it prevents money to come in and just the money let go. So product owners, campaign owners have time to decide what they can do with the funded, raised funded in the campaign. But it gets unlisted from the page, from the main pages in the campaigns. It's campaign and it's all of these traces, and it prevents money to be donated or delegated to campaign or its traces. And it's it's not finished yet, but we can promise that we end it at the current sprint 2 weeks later. And this making traceable project was planned for the last sprint, but it takes 2 sprints instead of just 1 sprint. And we just finished it 2 days. It's undeveloped. We don't have it on production. and we need more kind of tests. So I just want to review it again and ask all of contributors here to go toward this kind of wizard and test brutally. We have to test it in different ways. As you see, Ramin just created a project, and he has a project. It's named the demo, and it goes to this wizard. So as a project manager, he can make his project traceable in these steps. Go ahead, Matt.
Yes. For example,
sorry, maybe I missed it. Was there a verify step before that?
Yeah.
Yes, we omit that.
Yeah, we give the link to Ashley, and and after that, I shall send the link to the recipient to the project manager, and project manager can go through it. Because we can't sign his contracts on behalf of him, he has to do it by himself. So
no, but not for adding it to trace, but before it gets to trace, it needs to be a verified project, right? Was there a step to verify that's there?
Yeah.
It was as sorry.
So yeah, they'll make their project. They'll get their project verified, and then once it's verified, when they get the email that says your project has been accepted for verification, would you like to make it traceable? They can link from there, and then we're discussing about how we can link it. Where on your project it would show get your project, verify your project. Once your project's verified, then that link would change to make your project traceable, and they would be able to link to it there. I guess as far as confirming, I don't know if there's a way that we can confirm that the person who's trying to make their project trace. I guess they have to confirm their profile with their wallet address. So that would be the confirmation that they're already verified, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
sorry, I just thought I missed it. Thanks, guys.
Yes, you can consider that we have a type of form or something that in that form the user we have a user flow to make a project verified, and just the verified projects can be made traceable. In that form, consider the form is completed and accepted as a verified user. Then we at the end of the form, for example, or after the user is accepted, we can we can send him a link to the link is created by this slug. That this slug is the same as the Giveth IO slug, staging Giveth IO slug. That consider we have sent this link to the user, and the user can continue the flow.
So it seems that it won't let you go. Is it the same wallet address that you provided for that project?
Yes, it says the Giveth.io owner is not me, but I don't know which user I chose when I was registering in staging.
Yeah, maybe you need to refresh your page.
Yes, I think it's better to make another project. I don't know which user was.
Okay, we can go ahead, or I can demo it. Thank you. I think let me share my screen and have a review about your data and performance.
I'm curious about what if a user has multiple projects and only one of them is verified? How would that work in that making your project traceable if a user has multiple projects?
I think every project has a requirement of having a unique address, right?
Right, but we're just using a profile address, right? We're not.
No,
You're using it has to be the wallet that's the recipient.
Yeah.
Okay.
We link the recipient address and the project slug together, and with this combination, every user can makes a verified project traceable.
Okay.
But please test it.
On behalf of somebody else's wallet address. They wouldn't be able to sign into that wallet.
Sorry, you mean it's a requirement?
Oh, I'm not talking about requirements. I just have this idea, if we've been having people ask how do I create a project on somebody else's behalf using their wallet address, then they wouldn't be able to make it traceable because they can't sign into that wallet.
Yeah, it's a problem. Because we can't change the contract of a user unless a user signs into that contract with his wallet. It's required that everybody one who wants to make his project traceable be able to have access to the wallet.
In the end, I think that's okay, because to make a project traceable means, hey, you're going to have to manage your funds. And if someone else is managing their website, their interface to Giveth, then it shouldn't be traceable until they figure out how to manage it.
Right.
Yes, sorry for the inconvenience. I just lost the profile lost the wallet address that I created this project on staging. I'm sorry. I found it, and when this is the problem we had. The user must continue the verification exactly with the same address that he or she had registered in the Giveth.io. And then we sent. Consider we have sent him this link, and then he can choose the wallet or change the wallet or anything. And after clicking next, he will show his location, name, wallet address, email address, and website URL. And if they accept them, he can click on confirm your profile. Now we have two ways. One, for example, the user hasn't registered in Trace, isn't a registered user in Trace. In this case, we will automatically make a profile for him with this information that provided that we have fetched from Giveth.io. But if the user had registered before in Trace, we will not change them, and the user will just continue. If I click on confirm, it's not asking me for a bridge transaction, because this user has a Giveth IO profile, and then we fetch the project. We fetch the project from Giveth IO that is going to be traceable and show the user. If the user accepts this and click confirm, we will make a transaction and save the data to the IPFS and in the smart contracts, and automatically create a campaign for the user. Now the campaign has automatically created, and then I click on the go to your project. Yes, this is demo verification that the user had it in Giveth.io. Now it's a campaign. It's a verified campaign in the trace. Yes. Thank you. I will pass it to Monique.
Thank you.
Sorry, another thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Another thing. And the reviewer of this verified campaign is the address that we set in the config. For example, Ashley wallets. So we will set it automatically. So just want to mention that. Back to you, Monique.
Thank you. Mohammed, do you have anything to add for your...
I want to show something, if we have time.
Appreciate if you present it short.
Yeah, sure. Do you have my screen?
Yeah.
The most important features that I implemented was the backend side of verification and the archive that Rami showed to you just now. And the one thing was setting up a new server for our production for Trace. It's from Azure. It's a more powerful server. And as you see, all our application is up by Docker. And if you see here, our resource is good. We have lots of free resources, so we can use that. So it's maybe we have better performance. And another thing that I want to add is we started writing automatic tests for Feder's backend, and after 9 months, we have almost more than 400 test cases, automatic test cases that it help us to make the trace more stable, and it was something that gradually we implemented. And another thing that I've done was some tiny issues and bugs that's in the done column. So it means Monique or Mitch or Amin approve that and test that. So I don't want to show it to you again. But the most bug that we fixed in the last sprint was that Giveth faced errors when he wants to delegate from my delegations menu. And after some investigation, we found that it was a tiny issue in our front end, and it was fixed by Ramin. It was the most bug that we worked on that, and some of them was and another bug that we worked. It was leaderboard shows incorrect values for when money goes from campaign to Trace, and the recipient of Trace is campaign, and after collecting money go back to campaign. So we show twice in the leaderboard, and it makes our leaderboard messy and rank information. We fixed that in the Feders, but it needs some works in the simulation skill, because Feders do the job right, but simulation it will corrupt the data in the midnight. So we will after we will fix the simulation skill, it will work very well, our leaderboard in the campaign. Sorry, it takes too long. Back to you, Monique.
Thanks, man. Great work. Thanks for fixing those weird issues.
Thank you, everybody. I just want to share my screen and having a review. What? Do you have my screen? Thumbs up?
Not yet. Yes.
Yeah.
I see.
So, last sprint, number 13, for trace. Here is the data. We've take about 82 story points with just 30 or maybe less, 20% of Amin. So we just have Muhammad and Ramin full time, and we take 82 story points. And lots of story points remained, and it's because that we, if we assume even UAT testing has done, it's the same data. So I think the big loss for us was that the Next.js thing that we have not finished it during the last sprint was 21 story points. And because of that, we, had bad performance here. And so we made just 33 completed. And if you take a bug performance, I think, this data is a little bit weird because I just want to add these to story points because we finish them, but I don't know why the Zen Hub assume it as incompleted. It's all closed. Maybe it's because I closed it sooner that the sprint ended. And I have this data on my sheet. If we take a look about sprint 13, as you see, we just have 25 hours availability for Amin. And we planned for Cherik, but we actually we don't have Cherik because Cherik went to token project. So we missed that hours for Cherik, and because of that, I think it's sorry, it's about sprint 12. No, I missed it. So sorry. We have think that we have 45 hours from Amin and 29 from Cherik, and we missed these two guys, and we just planned for 62 and 27 bucks. We just finish up with 25 realized done, and realized expense for bug effort was 14. So half of our work during this sprint was bug fixing, and we can just deliver 25. So our performances went very low. I think the lowest performance ever. Sorry.
Sorry, the archiving story has 5 story point, and it's in the code review, but we finished that, and Ramin demo that. You can add it to.
Yeah, we need to test it, according to our definition of done.
Okay.
Done means that we deploy it on development for information of all contributors here. Tested, we have it on the develop, and everything think that it's worked properly. And because of that, last sprint we have 90% performance, but this sprint because it's mostly related to Node.js, Next.js. We plan to move all the components to Next.js. Rami did lots of research, but we couldn't complete it. So this is what I know about the trace data. If we take a look at Giveth 2, these are the issues that we have labels for last sprint. Most of them get second label, and if we take a look at, I think this is done, but still we are still testing. But if we go to burn down reports for our last sprint. We planned for 103. No, it's too much, but it's a little bit strange. Because because the all the issues in the pipeline, get another there we having from the several sprints, and it's the performance. It's not very we didn't do very much well for this sprint. If we assume that even the staging is done, issues in the staging, we planned for 103, and we complete 50 story points. That's I think it's a good in performance. But we have lots of issues that is incompleted too. Most half of them are not complete. I think its data is a little bit messy. I have to work on it more and make it more accurate. And that's all I know about this 2 sprints. And I would like to, because we have time, we go to do a sprint planning. Retrospective. I create a board here for easy retro. We just have 15 minutes. Before we start, I just want to make sure that don't miss anyone's other agenda. Griff, you said you have an agenda. Do you want to go ahead or?
I want to steal all your devs, Monique. I want to steal them all. No, especially after you're like, we're underperforming because Griff's stealing all our devs. I'm sorry, but yeah, I just figure that maybe Mohammed, at like the very end of this sprint or some point during the sprint, we can schedule a give backs hack sesh with Fabio, so we can kind of start doing the research. I don't think there's any dev work that needs to be done this sprint, but just like starting to introduce taking that on as a project to maintain. I don't understand how much work there is to be done on it, so that would be probably the first focus.
What's related to me is that I just grab all the information I have and plan for it. If we make sure that there is somewhere else in the galaxy that needs the resources, as I showed you, I have a sheet here, and I can easily assume that maybe some devs work on other projects. So we reduce the our capacity here. As you see, for example, Amin said that I have spent, for example, 20 hours for other sprint during this during this sprint. But I don't even decide on the resource planning. I just put it the decision making to Amin, because Amin knows how he can delegate devs from one project to another. And but if you have a plan and make sure, just let me know to plan for it. Do you have anything to add?
I guess I will be more involved with the token, and I revert to say again as much. There was some time to much time to US trace and US IO. Maybe we should talk a bit, Griff, about whether it's okay to maybe get another part-time developer, make involve another one or not. If we have, there's urgent thing to do, it's up to you, Monique. Do you think that we have something urgent to implement because the resources are fully occupied? We are all the devs are busy and we have lots of things to implement. Yeah, that's up to you, encourage me to whether inject, onboard another user, not a new one. Maybe now we can reach out to our previous devs to say, please help us a little if you have any part of any time in your hand. Yeah, that's it.
It's all about the priority. I can't right now. I can't measure how much we are on fire on tokens. Not, but yeah, we have lots of work to do. Lots of urgent work, even for the trace and for Giveth.io. I know Mohammed is full during this sprint, and I think we planned for it 35 story points. And in our last meeting, Mohammed said that I can't promise that I can do all of this stuff. But I'm not sure about the priorities. I can just prioritize my backlog and another team back.
Yeah, I mean, I really think it'll just be like maybe an hour call and maybe 2-3 hours of looking stuff up. It's not actually any dev work. It's just research that I want to get, because I have no idea how much work needs to be done. So to effectively plan for the sprint, the upcoming sprint, where we will want to do some give backs work, we need to just do some research to figure out how much work needs to be done. And I tried. I actually, that was my intention of going to the last dev call, but I didn't. I don't know. I think I had bad internet or something in the last sprint call, because my intention was to make that known that I need 4 hours of Mohammed or Carlos. But I think it'd just be better if it was Mohammed, honestly, to nail it down. And yeah, but somehow that didn't get into the sprint.
It's okay. I heard your voice in the last dev call. Yeah, you said Mohammed or Carlos. We heard you. Yeah.
It's all noted. It doesn't have any problem on my side. And please let me know if you can spend less in the sprint. So we have just 10 minutes, and I have a very big agenda for doing retrospective. I want to send you a link, and I want to mention all of you that this meeting. We can continue this meeting for another agenda for 1 hour, and that is about the IO issue that we have during this sprint, listing, unlisting, and scoring algorithm. So everybody is interested can be here. I just send the link in all dev. Please open it. And
can I mention something?
Yeah, sure.
Can you announce the features that you want us to test? Which parts that are more important to test?
Yeah, we have a follow for it. We put test required things in UAT column in our Zenhub board. Both UAT column and staging column for IO, and UAT column in trace. You can go through issues, and if you have a question, leave a comment. I can help you during this.
Okay, because you told that we should go and test something. I just wanted to know which one. Okay.
Most important thing the most important thing is verification card. I move it to done before this sprint, before this meeting, because we do lots of testing. We can make another issue for it, but I will send you the link.
Thanks.
So can you have this board, guys? We have retrospective. Retrospective means just take a look back at what we did during our last sprint, and please feel free to create cards here if you think that we've done something that was good during the last sprint. Just put your card here, and if you think that whatever is bad during the sprint, we can put it in this color. And if you have any ideas about how we can improve and or we can change our way that we have. If anything annoys you, if you have blockers that you can't do your work as best as you can create a card. All of the cards are anonymous, and when we have all of these cards, we vote to them. Everybody has 6 votes, and we're gonna combine these 20 IDIs and put in the recognition. I just let you 3. We ran out of time, but if you can have 3 done, it's at 3 minutes. It's very good. I can't see any cards has been created. As we create new cards, new issues, you can see all of the issues there in your page. So feel free to create. It's anonymous, and do everyone finish its comments? You need more time? So it's time for you to vote and even comment on each. Just a reminder, you have just only 6 votes. So prioritize it.
Sadly, I have to run, guys. Thank you for this. I love this tool. This is really cool. Thank you, guys.
Sorry for the time wasting. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
And I know that we ran out of time, but if you have time, I appreciate you vote it, and after you finish it, I bring all these for next call, and prioritize the most important things that are most voted. But just fun to make sure you have all the problems and blockers, even in your mind, even with your tech, even with your computer, even with your family, everything that blocks you to work fine and have a very good situation in the team. Please just write it down, and if you think that we can make it better in our team, just let us know. If anyone puts the votes, please give me thumbs up or a confirmation.
Sorry, if what? I missed the last sentence you said.
You just have you just have 6 votes, thumbs up for each issue. If you finish the voting, please let me know.
I'm done. After this, we're flowing right into the topic of Giveth.io resilience.
Sorry, I missed it.
I'm just confirming that meeting that we said, diving into the Giveth.io resilience. Make our DApp more resilient. That's happening right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to step away for a second and get more coffee, and then I'll be ready.
Thank you.
Okay, the next call is about how to list a project in Giveth.io, right?
Yeah. About IR resilience. Have you reviewed that? I know that you reviewed that post, but you didn't at the forum post, but you didn't leave any comments there.
The topic proposed by Mia, yeah, created by Mia.
No, I don't know. I just asked about this meeting because it's the it's our high priority thing we have to do during this sprint. And according to Matto, he said that it's not research is not finished. I just want to facilitate it to make it finish during this sprint, and because of that, I create this meeting. And I'm not a expert in this field, Matto. I appreciate if you can